I'm here with MaggieShea. She's the event director at the Chicago Match Race Center. How do people get involved in match race sailing if they've never done it before? They're fleet racers. They know something about how to get involved with sailing, sailboat racing, but not match racing in particular. So you run everything from grade 5 events all the way up to the World Tour. How does somebody get involved with this?
Well, I'd have two different strategies if you're looking to break into the match racing scene as a skipper versus a crew. For skipper, you need to get your name out there. Don't be shy, put a resume together, contact all the event organizers. If you go to the web pages for any of the match race centers in the States, you can find any of the requests for invitation links or event organizers' email. Just send them an email with a quick summary of who you are, what you've done, the types of keelboats you've sailed, and nag them. Keep begging them for the entries because oftentimes invitations will open up last minute, and that's a perfect opportunity to get like a breakthrough team into the regatta. And for a crew, I'd say you need to make yourself as versatile as possible. In match racing, you sail several different types of keelboats, and so experience in a broad range of boats makes you that much more valuable to any potential skipper. So do all the different positions, sail as many boats as you can, and similar to the skipper approach, just get your name out there, network, talk to people, contact skippers that you've seen sailing in match race regattas, and just say, hey, I'm available and want a crew. Oftentimes, you need to put crews of like 5 or 6 people together, and so they can take on more people, in addition to their core team if you just reach out to skippers first. So.
And it's in Chicago. You actually have members too, don't you? And you go out and train after. Is it midweek sailing after in the afternoon hours and that sort of thing?
Yep, we have a membership program. I know Oak Cliff does as well, and we just do weekly practices, and they're really casual, similar to like college sailing practices. There's a structured set of drills, and we end with races. There's on-water coaches. We do classroom debriefs. That's also a great opportunity to learn the match race game if you haven't experienced it before. So definitely, I believe there are a couple of other membership programs maybe out west, but I'm not familiar with them.
Actually, I know one in my town, Annapolis. They have the Annapolis Match Race Center. They go on Monday nights and they sail J22. So I think there's a lot of grassroots programs out there. The challenge is to find out about them. Next question, women's match racing. You've obviously been involved with that quite a bit, both as skipper and crew. How do you feel the growth potential is there? You're going to be the chairman next year, I think, of the U.S. Women's Match Race Committee?
Yep, indeed. Well, we're in a developmental phase right now in the U.S. with women's match racing. We had a huge surge, and women's match racing in the States was particularly strong with the Olympics, the 2012 Olympics, and then obviously it's no longer included in the 2016 Olympics. So Olympics has created an opportunity for women to get more involved in open match races, and I think that makes them stronger and better competitors. So my advice to women would be sail as many open events as you can. The Women's International Match Racing Series is a great thing, and it's obviously the first pro tour for women's match racing, and that's it's awesome and has really promising potential. But in its early stages, it's still developing the prize money and the structure of the events. So I'd say in the meantime, women should sail against men and with men as much as possible.
Well, as Dawn Riley has said many times, life is co-ed. Match racing should be the same, but it's great that there's another option for women's events too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want women to forget that they can be a huge asset on boats, even if they're not 192.5 pounds, whatever the average is for men's match racing, because you can sail with an additional person in match racing. And sailing with Steph Roble is quite small. We take advantage of that opportunity often. So.
Great. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.